nature status, when you got this realization or when you discover that state, there is no difference between Buddha, realization of the Buddha Samye and yourself. It's the same single nature status. And how wonderful, how amazing. That is again here, Great Master Shabkar said, and as well as His Holiness Rinpoche said, also in his teaching said, the moment, how amazing, how fortunate we can instantly grab or discover the original Dharmakaya status, free from any negativities or defilements. How amazing, how fortunate we can grabbing or beholding that realization, and how important. And then, so that is what it really is. And then how this is self-born original Buddha, that which is inherited right now, right with us, and we beholding that, how wonderful, how beautiful it is. And then this is as all the qualities of all the 5 kayas and the 5 wisdoms, everything is completed within this single status. And here, Great Master Shabkar explained it. This nature is. Now I just follow again this one. This one with exactly as this. And here he said, all fortunate noble son and noble daughter, listen. This fresh moment, this present our awareness, fresh, naked nature is nature of the 3 kayas. It has 5 kayas, it has 5 wisdoms. Everything is, all the qualities of the Buddha in the Sambhogakaya is completed within this status. And when you look to this nature of the mind, or to this nature, there's nothing you see, nothing you can hold. Nature is emptiness. That aspect is Dharmakaya. And that emptiness is not just negation state, is brilliant, all the qualities of all the clarity qualities. And that is the Sambhogakaya status. And this also union of this emptiness and the clarity is then has the energy of the unceasing. There's no interruptions, kind of continually arising energies. And that is Nirmakayas. It is like Dharmakaya quality is like crystal, unimpeded qualities. And Sambhogakaya quality of the Rupa is clay and luminosities. And then that crystal, that union of the emptiness and the clarity status has the quality of the unceasing displays of the old, or displays of the rainbow lights. And that is like Nirmakayas. Those are the original inherited of these 3 kayas. Then this is also has all the 5 wisdoms of first maybe explain 5 kayas. 5 kayas. And this is 5 kayas, 5 Dhyana Buddha. 5 Dhyana Buddha. I mean, it's the same 5 kayas, 5 Dhyana Buddha. 5 Dhyana Buddhas, first is 5 the Buddha Vairochanas. And Vairochana is in the Sanskrit word, in the Tibet is called the Nampa Namze. Nampa Namze, if we translated the Buddha of the display, if we say that. And the second is Buddha Rena Sambhava. That's a Sanskrit word. In English, if we translated the Buddha of the richness, all the treasure or source of treasures, that is the Rinchim, Yungdi, or Rena Sambhava. And then the third one is Buddha Amitabhas. That is Sanskrit, but if we translate that into English, it is called the immeasurable light. Immeasurable lights. Light or immeasurable, lights. And then next one is Amoghasiddha. Amoghasiddha means all the fulfillments all achievements. And the next one is the Buddha, then Akshobhya. In a Tibetan it's called Mukyu Dorje, means unshakable, indestructible Dorje. Or Vajra Sattva, means the courageous ones, indestructible courageous ones. So those are the name of the Vajra Sattva. That's the Vajra Sattva translations. So now we kind of trying to apply that. So now first I said here, and I'm mixed up a little bit, but first one is I said that Buddha Vairocana. Vairocana is what? Vairocana means displaying, appearance. So this mind is it's always active, appearing, is appearing. Always mind, we can mind, the variety display of the mind comes. It's not just one mind. It's so many different minds, so many emotions, so many thoughts, so many conceptions, and good and bad. All that comes. That is the display of the Buddha Vairochanas. And then next one, I think maybe I go with you exactly order this way. Next one is the Buddha Vajra Sattva or the Akshobhya. And that means, Akshobhya means indestructible, unshakable Vajra. And that means mind cannot be destroyed. That aspect cannot destroy mind. That aspect is the Buddha Akshobhyas. And then the next one is Buddha Rena Sambhava. Rena Sambhava means mind is the source of everything. Everything what you wish, it really comes. First, of course, it comes on the mind, but then when you activate it, it continually brings everything. It kind of brings everything, whether it's samsara, whether it's nirvana, whatever, it brings all the souls. So that aspect is Buddha Rena Sambhavas. And then mind is, next one is mind, it has no limitations. Display is continually pervasive and continually is what's called pervasive and appearance. But it's just that there's nothing that mind can stop, the appearance of the mind or the arising energy of the mind, appearance. And therefore, it is called Amitabha, the infinite light, infinite displays. Then mind is from the mind, our achievement arises. Everything comes from the mind. And for that, because of the mind, we can fulfill all the different goals and aims. And therefore, it is called Amoga Siddhas. So that way, the 5 Dhyana Buddhas also not different from our mind. It's all within the mind, this mind. And now these 5 wisdoms also within our mind too. And first is nature of the mind. Mind is completely open, emptiness, and there is anything that we cannot pinpoint or we can indicate anything. It's really beyond everything. That aspect is the Dharma Dhatu wisdoms, or great like spaces. His mind is like space. There is nothing we can divide it, we can make anything. That is Dharma Dhatu wisdoms. And then the second wisdom is the mirror-like wisdoms. And everything, whatever comes, or whatever we see, all is reflecting to the mind, to our own mind. Everything. That means that all the senses, all the object of the senses, the seeing, hearing, and the smelling, and the tasting, touching, and as well as the conception thought, all that appears within the mind. Mind to the mind. So in that aspect, mind is the mirror like wisdoms. Is the mirror. Even though everything appears on the mind, all those five objects of senses, or five senses, whatever, all the appearance, there is nothing in the different categories of the mind. All are merged in one status, one single status. And that way, in that aspect, is equanimity wisdoms. All is equal. There is no different partitions, anything. That is equanimity wisdoms. Equanimity wisdoms. When arising those all qualities, that means again, all the five senses, the five objects, whatever arises. When it arises, it's not something that is completely bloated, completely mixed up. In the mind, when you see, everything is so precise and clearly. And when you see the white, you see is white. When you see red, you see red. When you see it is multiple colors, you see the multiple colors. Distinctly, clearly perceiving exactly as it is. And that aspect is discrimination, awareness, wisdoms. So that means when you hear things, when you see things, when you smell, when you taste, when you touch, everything is so precise, so clearly you detect it exactly as it is. That aspect is the discrimination wisdoms. Discriminations. And then because of the mind, as I said earlier too, then it is, we all accomplish every performance, every activities. Every activity we first we initiate it in the mind, and then activate it, and then we fulfill. And that is then the all accomplishing wisdoms. So five wisdoms within this status, within this mind. Mind is the nature of the mind is the embodiment of the five wisdoms. And then since the mind is embodiment of five wisdoms, and the five kayas also there. As I said earlier too, five kayas within the mind, or mind is embodiment of five kayas. Dhamma dhatu, that we often in the teaching heard. Dhamma dhatu wisdom is Buddha Vairochanas. Dhamma dhatu wisdoms. And then mirror-like wisdom is the Buddha Vajrasattva, or the Akshobhyas. And all equanimity wisdom is the Rena Sambhavas. And then discrimination, awareness, wisdom is the Buddha Amitabhas. All accomplishing wisdom is the Amoghasiddhas. So that means those wisdoms, when they are actively arising as the display of the form, then they appeared, or those different Buddhas. Each Buddha wisdom is like five first wisdoms, Dhamma dhatu wisdom is like Buddha Vairochana. That didn't mean they don't have other wisdoms. Each of those wisdoms has all the five wisdoms too. That's what's called each Dhyana Buddha are surrounded by with different five Dhyana Buddhas. Display. That's what in the teaching often said 100 Buddhas. All those Buddhas. And even they said 100,000 Buddhas. It's a display of the wisdoms arise in the form of the forms and the enlightenment beings. And the wisdom, when we talking wisdom, wisdom is not just a wisdom. Wisdom is a completely saturated, combined with compassion and loving kindness thoughts for all the beings, infinite love and the compassion. Now we bring down all the, whether it's the five kaya, whether it's the five wisdoms, whether it's the five Dhyana Buddhas, where is that all? Is all within our nature of the mind, or our nature of the mind. Where that is residing right now, according to Dzogchen teaching, or in the teaching offering, said, in our heart center. That is all residing in our heart center. Our nature of the mind, nature of the mind, embodiment of the 5 Dhyana Buddhas, or all the enlightened. All is the origin of Buddha. Buddha Samye Buddha. And therefore, teaching mentioned, don't look to Buddha anywhere else. Your nature of the mind is the Buddha. Don't search to anywhere. If you're searching and trying to looking Buddha to find somewhere, you will never going to find anything except your own mind. That doesn't mean that there is no Buddha Amitabha. There is no other Buddha. They are, according to teaching, individually reach enlightenment. Buddha Shakyamuni also become the Buddha, because the Buddha walked for 3 countless eons, reach enlightenment. There is many Buddhas in every different directions. But if you're trying to look to find to yourself, like get Buddha, we have to search Buddha from the within. Look Buddha within. Buddha is right here, that. And that is to start with that. Then first we start with the meditation. So true meditation is we discover the original absolute Buddha, or the Buddha Samye Buddha, or the Dharma Dhatu wisdoms. Or once we discover that Buddha, we discovered all the 5 Dhyana Buddhas. That means when we reach enlightenment, in the teaching often said, we said, we reach enlightenment, your environment becomes the pure land of that. So that means we become the Buddha, and all our environment is become the pure land, and all our display of the wisdoms become the display of the 5 Dhyana Buddha, or 5 wisdoms, or 5 kayas. That. So 5 kayas, 5 wisdoms, 5 Dhyana Buddha is within us. We are all equipped or completed of that qualities within us. That. So therefore, here said it. And again here said, therefore, so everything, this is the, so that nature, to discover that, we started with from the discovering of the innate nature of our own mind, nature of this great emptiness. Why we have to do that now? And that is according to Togal teaching. Because if we started looking to those different qualities, we created dualities. That duality becomes the then hindrance for our realization. For that reason, Tsokdruk is so powerful, because immediately it cut the duality conception, touch to the core of the true nature, and be connected to that. And when we discover that kind of qualities, then if we apply, for example, Togal practice, it becomes really very powerful and very effective in that. So now, for that reason, here again the great master Shabkar says, so how to discover that? I mean, we already discussed it earlier too, and you already know that. Many of you already know that. But to discover that, and again, relaxing our body, relaxing our speech, as we discussed it earlier or the last time, and look to your mind. Don't make any trying to change to your mind. Look to your mind. That means, again, as Dongyal said in teaching, look to the lookers. Look to the looker.